Hi friends, here's just another quick tip. Um, and you know what? I learn stuff all the time. I've been fly fishing now for 30 years. And uh, what's happened is this rod sits in my pontoon boat every summer for the past 20 years. And it's this is a good test for Reddington. It's a Reddington, very inexpensive Reddington. Um, and it literally sits in my pontoon in the sun for 20 summers. Okay, and it gets fished a lot. I fish for bluegills and bass on the little lake here that's behind me. uh, and a couple of things. If you're a lazy guy like I am, you typically will take your fly and you jam it into the cork or something down here. Now this cork has been I've been sticking flies in there for 20 years, and it's not in that bad a shape. Now I do use barbless hooks, so that helps. But the damage is it's there, but it's minimal. Sometimes I actually use the hook keeper. We're actually there it is. And you tighten it up. But then you always have this issue of this stuff flopping around. And if you have more than one rod, and I do, and I actually have a casting rod that I use with a Rapala sometimes, and that's sitting in the old pontoon boat too. But this stuff will get tangled up. Well, I just saw a video on Mad River Outfitters, who I think they do a really good job of videos, but I have to say, it just like blew me away what he said. So the first thing he does, and this is something that I do also, is um, you take your fly line and you wrap it around your line and you hook it to your. He does it to the first snake eye. I just do it here. You know what? It does it for me, and that's pretty typical too. And I end up, but then you end up with this part tangling in the boat. And what he said was he basically just takes this part. Well, actually, he takes both lines, but all you have to do now is just take this around and just wrap it around a couple times so it loops up against this and it pulls all this line up against it. Now, let me show you what I just did here. So, well, what he does, I should show you the right way versus my way, is you take this up to the first snake guide, you tuck it in that first snake guide there, see, it's in there, and then he basically then takes this, wraps it around a couple times. Okay, now that it's been wrapped around a couple times, and then tightens it up, and you'll see that now this is all nice and tight here, and then that way it's less likely to get tangled up. And I've been doing that lately. It's like changed my life completely. So something stupid and silly like this can do an amazing job. So that's basically the two big tips. One is how to put your fly away so that it's not getting tangled and everything. I haven't used this yet, but I bet you going through woods and brush and stuff, it'll be less likely to catch on things. So one is how to take care of your fly, hang it up like that. And I hate to use the word game changer, but it's a game changer. The other one is again just about rods and what they cost and stuff like that. Like I said, this rod, it really can't be more abused than what I've done to it. This is maybe my, I don't know, sixth or seventh line on it, at least that many. I have sanded the cork once because it had gotten so covered with fish slime. Uh, but basically, in a periodic cleaning of the reel, I do take that apart. But the rod itself has held up amazingly well. The little wrap right here, you can see where the Reddington is, has gotten a little bit of, sun damage and water under it, but that doesn't affect the rod at all. But in general, the rod, I have to say, is in pretty good shape for being as abused as it is. So uh, don't not use your rod. Don't not use your good rods. I have a Winston that I never take out of the case because I don't want to wreck it. But you know, this this rod I totally wreck, and it's served me really really well. And I think these rods can handle a lot more than we think they can handle. Uh, like I said, it's I don't know if you can see there's my little pontoon boat back there, and that just sits out in the sun for years and years and years and years, and it's in pretty good shape. It's nothing. It's not going to be, it's not a rod that you're going to hang over a mantle or anything like that, but it does the job, and it's great for catching bluegill and bass. And we have a lot of bass in this lake. So thanks a lot. I hope you have good times fishing, and I'll get back to more casting and fishing as the weather changes and the water levels go down around. I live in Ann Arbor, and I fish mostly the Huron River, and that has been flooded for the past 2 months. So I'm hoping to actually do some casting in the river and show you some actual techniques pretty soon. So thanks a lot. Subscribe, do all that stuff. Great. Thank you.